There is a better way. There is hope. And if you open yourself to believe that God really does love you, there's a better way for you. My name is Ashley Edenstrom. I'm from Kentucky, Central Kentucky. So my sister lived in Georgia for a while, and she worked with a ministry that was familiar with being health. So she came, then my mom came, and I was very, very sick at the time, and they said, you should go. And I refused to even consider it for about 8 years. And then got desperate and came back in 2012 and decided I wanted to come right back. And so I did a few months later. And after my second visit to Thomaston, I walked out of every disease process and came off every medication. And I was on some really big doses of some scary medicine. And so I just walked out of all of that and have never taken another dose of any medication that I was on, never had a relapse of symptoms, just completely walked out of all my diseases. So the big one that caused the most suffering was the chronic fatigue syndrome. And that had been going on for over a decade. Also dealt with hyperhidrosis, so just sweating all the time, profuse sweating all the time. Anxiety, depression, endometriosis, severe. I was put into a medication-induced menopause for over 3.5 years, just to shut down my reproductive system, because they said, you'll never have children. We can't do surgery again. We just need to shut it down. And they wouldn't do a full hysterectomy, thank God. But I was deemed infertile. And so those were the biggies that I walked out of. Migraines as well. Yeah, yeah. So I just delivered my 4th child, Abigail. Got 2 other daughters, and our son is actually in heaven, but he was naturally conceived and rests in the arms of the Father now. So life now is, I don't live in a prison any longer, and life is still hard. I will not deny that life is just very hard in a different way than it was before, because before I didn't have the tools. Now I have tools and I get to practice using them more often. And so the bottom line for me is, when I quit doing what was making me sick and participating with what was keeping me in bondage, I got to walk out of that. And so, but freedom has a cost, right? And so you have to work at your freedom, but I feel so equipped to do it. And there's layers of uncovering what is who I am. And so by uncovering who I am walking in God's design more wholly, W-H-O-L-L-Y, than I ever have. And so it's hard to explain what freedom feels like until you've understood bondage, but I'm free now. So I do think that you should have a tune-up. You know, I wish there hadn't been 8 years between my visits, but we've had a lot of children and a lot of life going on, but you definitely need a tune-up. You need to sharpen your knife set, your tool set, you know, because I'm walking away from this week going, I didn't know, I didn't see, I didn't, you know, but now I know, and now I see, and now I'm dealing with it. So learning that fear is a choice, and that choosing to participate with fear is sin. I did not know that, and that was my turnkey to overcoming in the spiritual battle. Was fear is a choice, and it's a sin when you choose to participate with it and to be led by that. And I still am, you know, seeing new layers of where fear was ingrained in my life, but the tools don't change. You just have to apply them in different ways, you know? And so fear has been my biggest walkout. Okay, so if I could talk to myself 9 years ago, I would say, you've been lied to. This is not reality. What you believe is not your reality, and it doesn't have to stay this way. There is a better way. There is hope. And if you open yourself to believe that God really does love you, there's a better way for you. You have freedom waiting for you if you would just take hold of it. So put down your defenses and just take hold of that freedom and hope for something you've never seen or witnessed, and believe that it can be true for yourself, because I am no more special than anyone else on this planet. God doesn't love me more, and so he healed me. I am beloved, but so is everyone else. And so my healing didn't come because I did more, or I am worth more, or I am loved more. It came because I put down my defenses and I was willing to reach out in the dark and take hold of something someone told me was available. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's not a special formula. It's follow scripture and believe, Get here. Just get here. Just quit making excuses. I left 4 children, 5 and under. I farmed them out to family. I had to come. You have to come. And so pretend something is on fire in Thomaston and you have to come put that blaze out. I mean, just come here, because this is the 4th best week of my life. The absolute 4th best week of my life, because this is the 4th time I've been here. I would take a week here over the best beach, resort, vacation, mountain getaway, because you're gonna come home from everywhere else with your stuff. But you don't come home from here with your stuff. You get to leave it in Thomaston. And you need to be away from your home to really get what God has for you here. You need to be away from the distractions and the responsibilities. And I get it's hard. I am not disqualifying anyone's responsibilities, but life goes on without you. Despite what Satan will say, life goes on without you. And you can take 1 week to just get here. It will be the best investment of your time, your energy, your money. Your family will be so much better for it. Your workplace, your church, everyone in your world will be so much better for it. And you will too. Like, it's a win-win-win for everybody if you just get here and go through the conference. And then you go home and you put fires out and you save lives and do whatever your daily tasks are. But life goes on without you for you to be here, Just come. I can't wait to come back.